Boys and girls, another beautiful day at Maple Hill. Hope you're enjoying it. I absolutely love the woods behind Maple Hill. Actually, there's a trail back here that you can follow. It's a pretty long trail. I think it's about 9 miles. And it goes around the lake. If your parents say it's okay, you can go with them. Maybe during the summertime and just enjoy the day. There's some inclines, like a little bit of small hills. And just a really beautiful trail. You can see the slight breeze through the trees, and just absolutely loving this day. And I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. So this story today really hits home. It's very personal, and it reminds me of my childhood. When I was younger, I used to have parakeets. I had a couple blue ones, like you see in the picture. I had some green ones. My favorite one was named Lucky, and it was a green parakeet. And parakeets are just amazing birds. They chirp, 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 and they're pretty easy to clean up. Like I had a cage, and then you would just slip underneath like a newspaper. So when they'd use the bathroom to clean it out, you take out the newspaper, throw it in the garbage, put another newspaper in. Very easy. Just bars that they can hop on, and they're big snugglers. So if you have multiple parakeets, they will be snuggling together and just enjoying their time together. We actually had parakeets that had little eggs. So I remember we got like a heating pad underneath the cage because the birds would have to sit on the eggs and keep them warm. And then they hatched and turned into baby parakeets, and they were just amazing. And I remember in the wintertime, we would have a Christmas tree up, and we'd let them out of the cage, and they'd go onto the branches of the tree. And we were able to catch them because they would just be in our house. And I remember we even trained a couple of them where we'd put your finger out and they would land right in your finger. And I remember giving a kiss on his chest. And parakeets were just an amazing, amazing pet. So we're going to learn about parakeets today. But as soon as I saw the story, I wanted to read it to you because I remember just being around your age, maybe a little bit younger. I think I was 6 or 7 when I first had them. We had them for many years. So the parakeets. All right. Parakeets as pets. Parakeets are fun pets, but getting a parakeet is a big decision. Many live to be 10 to 15 years old. They need someone to care for them the whole time. These tiny animals are easily hurt. They need to be kept safe. Parakeets pay close attention to the things around them. Loud noises and quick movements scare parakeets. This owner is being gentle and quiet. Yeah, I remember just being very gentle with them. Good food. Parakeets need food that keeps them healthy. They need birdseed or pellets. They'll love fruit, vegetables, and greens too. Parakeets also need to eat sand or grit. It helps grind up the foods they eat, and they need clean water to drink. Parakeets like to eat tiny millet seeds. Pet stores sell special birds. Pet stores sell special foods for parakeets. Some of the foods we eat are good for parakeets too. This parakeet is eating a fruit. And yes, they love fruits. I remember there's a little bar too that they'd almost like kind of sharpen their beak on, and they would love that. See from the back, that green bird in the cage, that looks like my bird Lucky. That was my favorite. This cage has lots of room inside. The wires are close together too. That keeps the bird from getting its head stuck. A safe home. A parakeet needs a safe cage with lots of room. The cage should be in an area without drafts. It should have dishes for food and water. It needs wooden perches where the parakeet can stand. Swings, ladders, or rings are nice too. And yes, they know how to play with them, which is fascinating. The wooden perch is safe for the bird's feet. Perches of different sizes keep the parakeet's feet strong. Friendly birds. In the wild, parakeets live in large friendly groups. Pet parakeets are friendly with people they trust. Some pet parakeets live alone. They need their human families for company. Many people keep more than one parakeet. The parakeets are happier together. These two parakeets keep each other company. They are best friends for life. And that's the truth. I had a bunch of them, and like I said, they would be snuggling, and they kind of rub their necks up against each other, and they chirp to each other. They're very social animals. But yes, the one on the left is, like I said, my Lucky. Look just like that, green and yellow. And then I also had blue ones as well. If you're looking for a parakeet, I would suggest getting a green one because the green ones, in my opinion, what I've noticed from my observations, are more dominant. Like they're stronger, they don't get sick as much. The blue ones we had used to get sick, and they were very delicate. And again, it's not the case for all of them. I just remember the green and yellow ones were like the stronger of the birds. Like if it got sick, it would be able to get better, and it lived longer. Good health. Yep, that's Lucky. Parakeets love to fly. It is great exercise. Flying keeps the birds healthy and strong. They can fly around the room for exercise, but they still need to be kept safe. They should not be left alone when flying. Parakeets like to stretch and flap their wings, even when they are not flying. Sometimes parakeets need to go to an animal doctor or vet. If their beak or claws get too long, the vet can trim them. Parakeets also need to chew on things. They chew on branches, cuttle bones, and special blocks. A vet is making sure this parakeet is healthy. The cuttlebone is from a squid-like cuttlefish. Parakeets love to chew on cuttlebones. Yep, and that's what I was telling you before about them like sharpening their beaks. They would spend time doing that. They're very intelligent birds, I would say. Like you need to keep them engaged in their cage when they're on their own, but also with yourself. As I was saying, they need to be flying around. One thing I will tell you though, again, if you decide to get one as a pet and your parents say it's okay, is just be very conscious of your house. Make sure there's no doors open or no windows open because they can fly out. And as you know, in Orange County, we have like hawks here. So like, unfortunately, a hawk might eat a parakeet. So if you talking about keeping the parakeet safe, if you decide to get one as a pet, make sure all the doors and windows are closed. You can let it fly around the room, but again, supervised. So something to think about. Playtime. Parakeets are smart. They love to explore. Most parakeets like to play with toys. They like to climb and take things apart. They are lots of fun. There are lots of fun bird toys to buy. Others are easy to make. Just be sure the toys are safe. Parakeets love ladders, bells, and other toys. It's true, they play with them. This parakeet is looking at herself in a mirror. Look how silly it is. Again, very intelligent birds and beautiful birds. I can actually, it's funny, like your mind like remembers things when you build up mental memory. But like reading this, I can like think about their smell. Because when I used to have my bird Lucky on my finger, I'd bring him close to my finger and I'd sniff his chest, and there's like a parakeet smell. And it's hard to describe. It's not a bad smell, but it was like, it's kind of like a loving smell for me because I love that bird. This parakeet enjoys sitting on its owner's shoulder. Lots of love. Parakeets do not cuddle like dogs or cats. They do not like to be held or petted, but they enjoy being close to people they trust. Some parakeets like to sit on people's shoulders. They perch on people's fingers. They chirp happily in people's ears. This parakeet thinks its owner's finger makes a great perch. Needs and dangers. All right, so this is what a parakeet needs: a nice cage, good food to eat, bird sand to swallow, clean water, safe perches, a swing or ladder, a mirror or other toys. So dangers: cold drifts, cats and some other animals, smoke and cooking smells, household cleaners and sprays, some house plants, chocolate, avocado, rhubarb, open windows. We talked about that earlier. Fun facts. All right, so the beak. The parakeet's beak grow all the time. Chewing keeps them short. Oh, similar to the prairie dog. and the beaver. So they need to actually grind on it. And as I said before, I used to have a little something for it to like sharpen his beak, so that's important. The wing. Parakeet's wing feathers are straight and stiff. Curie. Male parakeets have bright curies. Female curies are brown. Huh. Eyes. Parakeets see very well. Feathers. Parakeet body feathers are very soft. And then we have tail. Parakeet tails have long, straight feathers. Glossary. Drafts, I'm sorry. Drafts are movements of cold air. Explore. To explore is to go to new places or try new things. Pellets. Pellets are little, hard balls of something. Perches. Perches are sticks or bars where birds can stand. Vet. A vet is a doctor who takes care of animals. Vet is short for veterinarian. And before we go today, I want to click on a picture of these beautiful birds right here. And you can hear a little tweet, tweet, tweet behind me if you listen. Boys and girls, when the weather is this nice, you have to find time to enjoy the day. And I hope you're doing that. Hear all the birds, beautiful view. Hope you get time to enjoy this, boys and girls. I'll see you soon.